What is up, my good people? The name's PixelLove, and we are back again with some more Cuphead. In the last episode, we showed World 2 what domination looks like, and we may have gotten a little bit dominated by Grimmagic himself, but nonetheless, we have to start off with the man, the myth, the legend, the man with the rhymes. They're all your battles and all my rhymes. You have failed and perished 165 times. My lord, that's quite a lot. But in today's episode, it's gonna be no different. Because we are going to Inkwell Isle 3. And I am gonna try beating all of these goddamn bosses on expert, just like the last two. However, I am very concerned. Mostly, remember Honeybottoms over here. I remember her, she being a complete bitch to deal with. But Dr. Kahl's robot, god damn, I don't know how I'm gonna do it. But you bet your sweet ass that I am gonna try doing it regardless. So, on to the bosses themselves. You know we have to remove the bandage right now. I'm gonna be attempting to do Rumor Honeybottoms on expert as literally the first boss. We're gonna start out with the pea shooter. I feel like the pea shooter in the regular mode was definitive just because, once again, consistent long range damage, mostly for the security beat and mostly for the phase 2 in which like she's casting her spells and whatnot. And for phase 3, I'm gonna be primarily using the chaser just because I know I'm gonna have a harder time just trying to aim down at her, so I'm not gonna bother trying to aim down. I need to focus a little bit more on defensive, evasion, maneuvers, and whatnot. Can't go wrong with the first super art, maybe except for phase 3, but actually maybe I should try using invincibility for here, but whatever. I still think the first super art is definitive. And I'm going to be using the pea sugar once again. It may have killed me last time, but hopefully this should be a lot more better because I was reading into a bit of her expert mode boss. And I still believe that pea sugar should theoretically be more effective, sort of like with Cagna Carnation. But if worse comes to worse, then I'll change it. So, let's get right into it. So, Rumor Honeybottoms wasn't as difficult as I thought it'd be. It took me like about 6 to 10 minutes to finish. Phase 1 was the part in which I constantly kept having to retry because Buddy over here and his worker bees kept RNGing me and just like, I just got so unlucky. I kept getting hit by them for God knows what reason. But yeah, like the pea shooter, just like in the regular run, pea shooter worked well, and the pea shooter also really helped me a lot with some of these parries because honestly, I just didn't have the mindset at that point in time to like parry or whatnot. Well, it's hard for me to say mindset, but that was an oh shit moment for me. But just like it took a lot off what was on my mind already, which is already trying to defend and evade. I used Chaser here because I forgot that I could hit the Rumor from her top, but it still worked well. Pea Shooter keeps doing consistent big damage, nothing more I can really say. And that's, once again, that just shows you that the pea sugar can actually fuck you over in the long run from stupid shit like that. Because honestly, like, what was I supposed to do there? But anyways, here we are in the final phase. I'm trying to find the platforms. Once again, inconsistent platforms, but this time it's not gonna bother me because we got the chaser. And she immediately does her chainsaw attack, and I was like, oh shit, already? And so, like, I gotta get the fuck out of the way. I'm just dashing over here. I'm trying to find a platform. I'm still dashing. The fists weren't that hard to evade around. You just kind of have to go in this sort of circular pattern. And I'm about to fill up my super and try to use it on her, but if I remember correctly, she will die before I even have the chance. Yeah. Yeah, so I didn't even need to use my super before that. And the fact that I only got away with just with 2 hit points, in other words, like I just got damaged once, it was really good actually, or at least for me. I'm kind of sad I didn't get the sub 2 minutes, but you know, I'm getting a lot better at this fight. Hey, Future Pixel here. I've been fighting Werner Werman for quite a while now, so I just want to update on where I am. I'm going to be using the roundabout. It's been long range, good consistent damage, just like a pea shooter. In fact, I'd say this one's probably better than a pea shooter, in all honesty. Mostly for the first phase. Spread, it's a big damage, huge damage, first and third phase. And I'm actually going to be using the Invincible Super Art, as you will later see. I think this is necessary for me in order to actually beat him. And I will be using the coffee. I didn't dash as much as I needed to in the regular run, and I still haven't dashed as much in this run either. So a constant super uptime, really good, really good, really good. Alright, let's kill this bastard. If you couldn't tell by that already, I did kind of have a little bit more trouble with Werner Werman than I thought. Honestly, in what world is Werner Werman more difficult than Rumor Honeybottoms? For some god knows reasons, in my world it is. But the pieces of gum, they just kind of kept screwing me over because they were just going a little bit more faster. The roundabout just did the consistent big damage that I needed from the pea shooter. And there's a reason why you're seeing me do like all these EXs, all these jumbo roundabouts EXs. It's because of this phase. Honestly, this phase was a nightmare. This is the whole reason why I actually wanted to use the invincibility super, because I just kept getting screwed over by these bottle cans, these soda screws. And this was kind of a stupid mistake for me because I kind of forgot that he was going to shoot me from the bottom. But that invincibility super actually helped me quite a lot. It actually consistently got me to the third phase. And the third phase isn't that bad. Yeah, there are more rats. Yeah, the wood falls down faster, but it's honestly not as difficult. Yeah, I did get hit there, but it's just more annoying than it is difficult. And we get a knockout. But yeah, I'm just kind of upset that Werner Werman took me a lot more time than Rumor Honeybottoms, because I thought Werner Werman was one of the most easiest bosses there was, especially in regular. And for me to come out here and be like, yeah, I had more trouble with him than this goddamn bee, it's just, ugly. Alright, for Captain Brineybeard, I'm going to be going with the charge. The charge never failed me in the regular round, and I doubt it's gonna fail me in expert now. And I'm switching up the chaser for the roundabout, because in the regular mode, I did use the chaser for the last phase particularly, but I was told that the roundabout does a better job at dealing with the ship's uvula than the chaser does. I'm gonna be going with the regular first super art. Nothing more I need to say there. And I'm actually going to be using the pea sugar this time, just because I was really bad at parrying all the crap that Brineybeard was throwing at me. So hopefully this should make it a lot more better, but time will tell. But let's see. Priority number 1 for Brineybeard was to make sure that goddamn barrel falls down when I want it to fall down. Because there have been so many times where it falls down where I don't want it to fall down, that it's just like, honestly. There's quite a lot of crap that Brineybeard throws, and I'm surprised that, once again, I had more trouble with Brineybeard than I did with Rumor Honeybottoms. In what world is both Brineybeard and Werner Werman more harder than a goddamn bee? Anyways, as mentioned before, the charge does big damage. Because Brineybeard is always stationary, like, it's better for me to use the charge anyways. And, like, you see this barrel, he keeps falling down, like, super quickly, so I just, like I said before, my plan was just to get him to fall down when I want him to fall down. intentionally, not unintentionally. And the pea sugar actually helped a lot with parrying a lot of these bullets. Because again, that took my mind off away from parrying and more towards an evasive manner. And yeah, I know I shouldn't. I should get rid of that squid because he blocks off a lot of this. He inks off a lot of the screen, but I can still see it. Roundabout, very useful, and you know I gotta flex. Yeah, it's a lot more better if I just duck under, but like, why the hell would you not duck under a giant freaking laser that you could parry? By the way, this took me an abnormal long amount of time just to get the timing correctly, and I'm very sad that I actually got hit by that floating little circular thingy. But yeah, the laser took me a lot more longer just to get the timing right than I would like to admit. But honestly, you know, Brineybeard, he was actually fun to play. Yes, he was harder, but he was actually a lot more funner this way, in my opinion at least. I really didn't want it to come to this with Dr. Kahl's robot, but I have to beat him on expert, you know, or else what would be the point of doing this whole expert run? There's only one thing you need to know, and that's that I'm using the hard charm. I could have gone for the coffee charm, but the reason why I'm going with a hard charm is just because that since I'm gonna since I'm gonna have to be dealing a lot more damage just to get through his phases quicker, it means that my regular pattern of just going for the abdomen, head, actually no, the abdomen, chest, and then head, it isn't gonna always be 100% foolproof, or it just isn't gonna be consistent as it would be in a regular mode. And so with that in mind, I think I might just go for the heart, just outright. Also because I'm very scared about how much crap Dr. Kahl is gonna be throwing at me. So fingers crossed he isn't gonna be as much of a menace as he was last time. I'm actually really happy that I went with the heart charm instead of the coffee because it helped me a lot in this one because I kept getting hit by crap. Anyways, my plan over here is to actually take out the antenna first rather than the abdomen, just because I actually have done the antenna first on regular and it was actually a lot more easier to deal with that way. Also, the amount of times that I've gotten hit by this goddamn parryable laser has been more than I would like to admit. Also, there is this one little sweet spot in which you can hit the heart and hit incoming bombs from the abdomen, as you can see where I'm doing down over here. But honestly, lobbing the bombs on the chest and the abdomen does big damage, highly recommended. Also, my strategy here was to always get 2 bombs and to always do this circular motion in which I would lob bombs on the head and then I would shoot down the nukes, which they surprisingly give a good amount of supercharge for, which I am very much grateful. Because the amount of times that I've either A, not had my super, or B, I've gotten nuked by 3 or 4 of these guys, oh, it gives me a lot of memories from when I first started out with Dr. Kahl. So I use my super right here and there, and I decided to stay close to him, and surprisingly he gives me a lot of parryable bullets, and I'm actually really proud of myself for this phase because I was able to keep up with a lot of parryable bullets that he just came in with. I was greedy there. I was actually very greedy for that parry over there, and I'm actually very upset that I couldn't parry that one in time. But I guess there is an internal cooldown here. Same story over here. I got greedy, but I don't know why I didn't get that parry. Why didn't I get that parry? It was right fucking there. What the hell? Anyways, before I get ahead of myself, I'm very proud of myself from that last phase. I am very upset that I didn't get those 2 parries because if I didn't miss at least one of them, I could have gotten an S. And after that performance, I feel like I deserve a goddamn S for this goddamn boss. Alright, for Cala Maria, there's one thing you need to know. That's that I'm using the coffee. Uh, the coffee did me wonders. Last time in regular, Cala Maria was super easy. However, I think I might eat those words. But I'm still sticking with my gut feeling of coffee nonetheless. So, let's see how this goes. Can I just say that I feel like I always dominate against Cala Maria? In my opinion, I think she's quite an easy boss for what it's worth. The first phase over here, there were some few mistakes that I made here and there. But there weren't like serious mistakes where I was just like, fuck, I got RNG'd out, or fuck, I just couldn't do anything about it. No, it was all mostly stupid mistakes. Like, there was this one time in which like I just kind of got fucked by those little ghost pirates. Because I just didn't get in this circular motion. These pufferfish are actually a good way to get like some parries, and so is the redfish's bullets. They're good ways to build up your parries, build up your super meters, and just deal massive damage to Cala Maria herself. Now, there's this one spot that I found out through YouTube, in which you can dodge the laser. However, I only did it for the first laser, just because I know I'm just gonna get bulleted by all of these goddamn electric eels. Also, I'm very upset because I don't think that bomb actually hit Cala Maria herself. But also, these eels gave a lot of good parryable bullets. And also, can I just say that I have incredible luck for almost never getting hit by these eel bullets. But here we are in the last phase. I got my super ready. I'm trying to get out of stall. I'm surprised I didn't get hit by that. But honestly, I was really trying to be careful over here. Here we go. Big damage. Huge damage. And I'm still trying to kill her. I'm still trying to do big damage over here. I think she's gonna do another laser. Yeah. And I was so upset because look how close I was to getting an S. If I didn't at least get hit there, I would have gotten an S. I am so upset that I got hit at that end because I thought I shat on Cala Maria. I am so good at this boss. Maybe I should try it again just to get it for the hell of it. Alright, for Sally's stage play, once again, I'm going to be using the spread. I was always up close in her face in the regular run, and I feel like now is no different. I'm also going to be using the chaser, primarily for the last phase. I have heard and been told that a roundabout is just as good, but I don't know. I'm not that confident in my skill yet. Super art number 1, once again, I think it's definitive, nothing more, nothing less. And I'm actually going to be using the smoke bomb this time, just because I've been dashing a lot. If I remember correctly, I dashed a lot during her time, during her regular boss fight. It's because like she's going all over the goddamn place. So let's see how this goes. I'm gonna be real and say that I've never been that great with Sally's stage play. Yeah, sure, I can beat up somebody like Cala Maria in pure and utter domination. But I've always just had problems with Sally's stage play for whatever, God knows reasons. But to be completely honest with you, her boss fight in Expert kind of just felt like a regular boss fight. It's just Sally's stage play, but with more hit points. And I did try to like parry some of these hearts a little more, just like there. And I got like my super right over here, so I just let it rip. But there have been a few times in which like my parries just don't register. Goddamn parries never registering. Phase 2 was really one of the reasons why I kept having to retry. There's just been a little one too many times of me getting cornered by a baby bottle or by a goddamn rat than I'd like to imagine. Also, that jump right there. I've noticed that I'm really bad with how I jump. My jumps are abysmal because I always kind of full jump when I can short hop. But no. At least I got it in the end. One of the big things that I really don't like about this phase is how she's still an active hitbox. So like, let's say for example, if I already parried that star over there, and if I actually like went up to her, like I would have gotten hit. Like that's BS right there. That does not look like an active hitbox. This was actually an oh shit moment for me because I was like, fuck! I was like, fuck, I think I might get hit by the meteor. But I got hit by that big wave in the end. Big tip for the lightning, just don't jump. If you have invisible dash, just use it. Never jump. Never jump. And I'm always relieved when I get to her last phase because I've never died in her last phase. Every time where she's gotten at her last phase, I just kind of destroy her with the chaser over done. And my god, where are these frames? The sad part about this is that I still didn't get an A over here, so I actually had to retry it after this attempt just to get an A. But yeah, that's Sally's Stageplay for you. Alright, for the Phantom Express, I'm going to be using the Roundabout. It's sort of like the pea shooter from the regular round. Consistent damage, but I don't know. Like I said before, I just have a good feeling that the Roundabout might be better than the pea shooter, in all honesty. So fingers crossed. And also Chaser, because why not? That last phase is kind of a bitch to aim at, so you know, why bother when you cannot aim at all. Definitive Super Art 1, nothing wrong with it. And I'm also going to be using the pea sugar just like the regular round, just because I'm going to be parrying a crap ton. It's going to be Parry City up in here, and let's get right into it. My god, was the Phantom Express a lot more easier than I thought. Let's get one thing straight. I think Roundabout is better than the pea shooter, just because with the pea shooter you kind of need to still be looking at him, whereas the Roundabout you just kind of need to look in like the same axis. So like over here, like I'm still doing big damage to him, even though like I'm facing the opposite direction. Also, the amount of parries that you get in this level is unbelievable. Like you can fill up your super like very easily. The conductor phase I'm not a big fan of, mostly because like I don't like to jump and shoot just because like I fear that I might parry the thing that I'm on. So like I always just try to like stick with aim, but over time I'm just like, you know, I feel like I'm not hitting him. So like in other runs I've just kind of stopped using the Roundabout and used the Chaser. It's especially prevalent with these lightning guys over here. As much as I really like to use the Roundabout, I think I would much rather use the Chaser. Mostly because I can also take care of these ghosts, which can really fuck me up, as you just saw right over there. But there's not really much I can say over here, you know, just like use the Chaser, parry the skulls that the ghost drops. I know I've said this before, but like I just gotta say it again. Like this level is absolutely Parry City over here. You get so many of them. Like sheesh. That guy finally died. I was wondering when he would die. And now we have the head of the train himself, which, to be honest with you, I know I mentioned in Sally's Stageplay that I'm kind of really bad with my jumps. And let me tell you, the time where right after this, I tried to do an S run with this guy, and I swear to God, for whatever God knows reasons, my full jump would never be a full jump. It would never come out on top or whatnot. But he's pretty easy. Just keep using Chaser. It'll just destroy him like that immediately. And I actually got a A on this one as well. So my top grade is no longer is a B plus. It's now an A, but. Yeah, Phantom Express. A lot more easier than I anticipated it. Not gonna lie, I'm a little upset that I could have gotten so many S's on a lot of these bosses, yet I didn't. So that means it's going to be a lot more of a pain for me to actually get an S if I wanted to. God damn it. But I kept my promise. My promise to beat Expert on World 3 bosses. If you liked the video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. My name is Pixel Love, Momentum Morning, whatnot. Try leaving a comment telling me how much of a god gamer I am. And I will see you guys in the next video. Take care, everybody.